Hey, welcome back, and we are going to discuss about parse delimited rule in this session. Parse delimited rule and why do we use. Basically, there might be a requirement where you need to uh, fetch some data from the external system, so that external system has that particular Excel file, or so that particular file will have certain data, and that data have to be mapped to the properties which are there in Pega. So for that reason you are going to use one of the rules, and that is parse delimited. We have other rules also, but here we are going to talk about parse delimited rules. So this parse delimited rules is available under integration mappings. If you go to the records explorer, you can see in the integration mapping you have parse delimited rule. So let's select parse delimited rule. So already it has been opened, so let's create one parse delimited rule. So while creating the parse delimited rule, it will ask you the label, record type, and also the applies to class. So I want to use this parse delimited rule to create in one of the class. So that is my work class. So let me write my work class here. Yes, and the label I'll give it as I want some data to be parsed, right? So I'll write parse data, and the record type talks about the type of data which you are using, which are separated by a delimiter. So it can be like comma delimiter, or it can be, see, delimiter is the one which is separated, which will separate the your data. Okay, so it can be a comma, it can be at the rate, it can be ampersand. It's up to you what you want. So that type of record, that name you will be giving in the record type, so that in the future, if this application requires other parse delimited rules also with the same record type, then we use it, so that similar delimited rules will be in one record type. So here I'll give it as comma, because I want to use comma delimited separator here. Alright, so let's click on create and open. So delimiter is separated here. So whenever you open this parse delimited rules, you have three options, or three tabs over here: parse rules, specification, and history. So whatever the work we do in the parse rules tab itself. So in the parse rule tab, we have field description and process method, parsing details. So how do you want to describe your field, or how the field, your text, or the data is available, in which format you want to separate it? So that will be described in field description. So you have two types of field formats. It can be custom definition, or it can be comma separated values. So custom definition is the one which you use based on your separator. You will be using the delimiter. So as I said, record type as comma, right? So my delimiter would be comma over here, escape. So so custom definition is this. So I will just go with the comma separated value. So when I take comma separated value, you won't see the delimiter or the escape character, because this itself is saying that it is separated by comma. Then we'll go with the processing methods. So in the processing methods, you have different types of methods, like use parse details, tag list, build tag list, build value list. So I'm going to use here use parse details, so that I'll be parsing these details into the clipboard here, and in my own property values in the clipboard. But if you want to use value list, then if the external data, whatever the data you want to be stored in only single property as a value list, then you'll go with this build value list. So I'll go with the use parse details. The rest of them are click on the methods, use parse details. Yes, so build a tag list and use tag list means basically whenever you have a header in your Excel sheet, so that header will be taken as build tag list, and those values will be saved. Those values will be saved as a property names, and under the columns, whatever the values you have, those will be there as a use values in it. Now here we are going to use as use parse details. So select use parse details. So under parsing details, we need to mention in the map, we have two things there: map to and map to key. So to which property you want to map, that is map to key, and where you want to store, how do you want to get the data, that is available in map to. Whether you want to use some another rules, or whether you want to use clipboard data, or whether you want to use some already available functions, then those things will be there in map to. There are two options here. If you click on down arrow, Right. Can you see XML parse rule and sorry, select a mapped value and select a rule utility function. So one is to use based on the functions, and one is we are selecting one of the options to map the values. So I'll be going with the clipboard. So in clipboard I need some properties. So properties I already have in my work class. One is first name and one is last name. So I'll be mapping to that. So that's it. We are ready with the Parse Delimited rule. So let's save it, and we need to unit test so that whether our data is copying to first name or last name, we need to check. So let's go to action and run. Action and run. So how do you check? Means we have to select text to be parsed. So we'll select one of the options here, text to be parsed, and then here we write some names. Let's write some 3 names here. Virat Kohli, Anushka we will write. So we do not know how these data, whether these data are available in the clipboard or not. So for that we need to use tracer. So let's trace it. So let's our tracer to be on. Yeah. So before you are going to run the tracer, we need to check whether are we tracing the parse rules or not. So to do that, you need to click on settings icon and check whether our parse rule is selected or not in the events type to trace. Yes, so if you see over here, it has been checked in my tracer. So yeah, then let's click on OK. So let's clear the bars, clear the tracer first, and then let's execute the delimited parse delimited rule. Execute. Let's see how it will be there. So let's go to the tracer. So in tracer you will be finding these options. So yes, if you see there is an yellow one, parse delimited n. So let's click on that parse delimited n, or you can even click on xap method. If you see Virat Kohli, you see only 2 are there. Why not the rest? Anushka hasn't come over here because we took only 2 properties. And next, so if you look into this in the clipboard, we have only first name and last name with that tracer. Whenever it sees commas, so 2 commas have completed and finished. That's about parse delimited rule.